All right, y'all, today's the day. Harvest day for the buffberries run. You can do everything right and grow some fire the entire run. It's still ruin it right here at the end. So I'm gonna show y'all how I harvest these girls and get them into the dry tent. This ain't nothing fancy, it's just what works for me. If y'all been following this run, you already know why we're here today. The trichomes were cloudy and the ambers were starting to push in. And now, the plant's telling me she's ready. If you missed the last episode, go watch that one. This video will make a lot more sense.
Yeah, it's THC rich, got the tips and the tricks. Plant game strong, watch the buds get thick. KC roots, yeah, I'm planting my claim. Organic flow, no pro, just a bro in the game.
First thing I like to do before I chop the plants down, I like to get in there and clean up some of the big fan leaves. They're just not necessary. I'm not doing a full trim right now either. I'm just getting rid of some big fan leaves. These big fan leaves can hold a lot of moisture, and leaving too many in there can slow your dry down in a bad way. And for me, removing these fan leaves now makes everything easier to deal with when it's time to start trimming. Once I get those big leaves out the way, then I cut the trellis net out. That way, when I cut the plant down, it's not getting hung up in the net. I learned that the hard way. After that, I just cut the plant at the base. Get as close to the soil as possible. Clean cut, keep it simple, keep it pushing. Now when it comes to hanging the whole plant up, as always, trying to keep it simple. I just hang the whole plant. I just use some plant twist tie string and hang the whole plant inside my drying tent. Simple as that. Don't overcomplicate it. Keeping the plant whole helps slow the dry down, which is exactly what we want. We're aiming for 10 to 14 days. All right, now that we got these girls chopped down, I'm gonna get them up to the dry tent, and then I'm gonna show you guys how we get the environment set, because the dry is where your quality is made or lost. My goal here isn't to dry my plant fast, it's to dry them slow and even. The slow dry is what helps keep your smell, your flavor, and your overall terps. My grow room is actually a little too warm to dry properly, so I set this tent up in another room. This is where I do all my drying in. All I got in this tent is a humidifier, a clip-on fan, and an inline fan. That's it. The ideal drying range everyone talks about is 60 degrees Fahrenheit and 60% humidity. Now, I don't know about y'all, I don't have nowhere in my house where it's 60 degrees. So like with everything in life, you gotta work with what you got. I just turn the AC way down, freeze my girl out for a little bit, and tell her, baby, it's for the plants. One thing a lot of people look over during drying is just keeping it dark. You wanna make sure there's no light hitting your plants while they're drying. Light breaks down the active compound over time. So if you got light leaking in while your plants are drying, you're slowly losing all that quality you work so hard to grow. So for me, I just keep it dark in there and let them do their thing. Next thing is airflow. You don't want stale air sitting around your plants. That's how you get mold or mildew. So I keep an oscillating fan in this tent, but I point it down at the ground. You just want air moving around, not blasting right on your plants. If you point a fan straight at your plants, you can dry them out too fast. When you first hang your plants, your humidity spikes. So I set my inline fan to kick on around 63% humidity. The inline fan will pull the humidity down to about 60% humidity, then it'll shut off. That keeps everything right where I want it. One thing I have noticed though, after a few days, your humidity levels out, so your fan won't kick on as much. So when I get to that point, what I do is set my fan to kick on for 2 minutes every 30 minutes. That way I know I'm always getting fresh air into my tent, even if the humidity isn't triggering my inline fan to kick on. So that's it, y'all. Nothing really that complicated. Just keep it cool, keep your humidity around 60%, keep fresh air in there, and keep it dark. Usually about 10 or 14 days, my plants are ready to go. As soon as my plants are dry, I'm firing them up. I really don't get too caught up on the cure like a lot of people do. A proper dry gets my buds right where I want them, so I'm cool with that. I appreciate y'all rocking with me for this buffberries run. We almost finished. Next part, we're gonna be trimming, do a smoke report, and a final weight. So till then, smoke good, do better. Peace.